Now, we are ready. We are here. We are inside of the morning trend right now, which is coming to the kind compliments of Rick's Cafe. Walk in, dance out. Don't forget, Rick's Cafe is open on all business days right now from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And make sure you place your order. Your last order is going to be taken at 4:30. All right. So right now, I got to say special good morning. Got two branches of mine. In case you're wondering, everybody on the Facebook is locked on right now. I got to say top of the morning going out to Kurt Riley and Richie D. Kurt Riley, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Morning, Grenada.
I know you like Grenada. I like what I'm too bad now. And I gotta say good morning to Richie D. Richie D, how you doing?
Bless up, Grenada.
All right. Grenada, in case you're wondering, in case you've been under a rock, these are the two DJs that were at the Versus that took place on Saturday night. That nearly get shut down. But anyway, you'll all tell us about that and so on. But yeah, these are the two DJs. Kurt Riley, you were playing for Beanie Man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Richie D, you were DJing for the Big Bad Bounty Killer, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me get a little history on you guys first. I know your history, but for those that don't know, Richie D, first of all, I know you're responsible for some big tracks. You're a producer as well. Give us a little bit of your history.
Well, the history didn't start with producing. It started with DJing.
DJing first.
I've been DJing since 1989. So
wow.
This is my 31st year.
All right. For me. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been DJing in Miami. I used to live in Miami for many years, many years. I mean,
right.
Still kind of go back and forth. But I started DJing in Miami in 89. And, of course, that transcends that it made a natural progression to songwriting first and then production. In 1997,
right?
I started writing and producing in 97. First rhythm was Fate Rhythm.
Oh, you did the Fate Rhythm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm getting schooled this morning. I didn't know you did the Fate. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I wrote a couple tracks on that. Elephant Scared Them track was mine. Vegas, I wrote that song as well, along with Vegas. And a couple other stuff with Spraga and stuff, I did that. Then Grooving on Broadway was my second track, which is Punky. That's my song I wrote as well.
Punky from Sean Paul.
Yeah, Must Be a Sign is another song I wrote and produced. All the tracks on that.
All right.
Yeah, and I did a few more rhythms coming up in the years. Lady Saw, I've Got Your Man, I did that too. I did a track called What a Girl Can Wine, Deli Ranks. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got a few more tracks coming along the years.
Now, you have some anthems that have definitely stood the test of time. All right. Kurt Riley. Yeah, you know why you laughing. Anyway, Kurt, I know you were no stranger to dancehall or reggae music. Let me get a bit of your history right now for people that don't know.
Oh, you want me to do it? I'm
just
waking up.
Yeah,
right.
I could tell. Go ahead.
I think it would be fair to say that when I was conceived, I was brought into music. I had no idea. I had no idea who my father was, as in how the world sees this man musically. So, I mean, long after I figured out who him is Big Dad, world loving, just rating him work. He produced tracks like Ring the Alarm with Tenasa, Bam Bam Sister Nancy, that whole style of rhythm.
Yes.
He did Sanchez, like Lonely Won't Leave Me Alone, Agony by Red Dragon, Come Back to Life. He did some songs for different markets. So he would do stuff for New York that they won't hear in Jamaica. And then he would do stuff for the UK. And he would come in. He would do stuff for the UK that they won't hear in Jamaica either, because he believes in he always had this thing about doing songs for different regions.
Right.
That's weird. Maybe that's where I get that from. Anyway, moving on. There was school. I went to Woolman's Prep and then I went to Kingston College, but for some strange reason, What the teacher was saying to me was not soaking on brain because of straight music.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't retain that type of knowledge.
Right.
So I really tried.
Yeah.
Tried, but,
and some of the work that you've done is like the Jambian rhythm with Charlie Blacks and so on.
That Stamina Daddy by Buju Bantam was my first production.
Right.
Co-wrote and produced that. There's this track called "Bring Your Body Come" by Buju that had this kind of hip hop kind of drum track vibe on it.
Yes.
That wasn't the original track though. I mean, I went behind my father's back and did that.
Oh,
he hated that. That man cussed me out royally. So
yeah,
I screwed it up.
But
them say stick broken on my ears. Click.
Right.
So I did it. I went ahead, and when he realized that the sales were looking better than what it was with the original, endorsing on me.
Yes, and after that. All right. Well, that's enough of the history now. Right now, I have to get down to what took place on Saturday night. For both of you, right? Richie D, what was the mindset preparing for Versus? How did you and Killer go about preparing for Saturday night? Because you all had some surprises that even had to matching up things in my house, right? What was the behind that?
Well, Bunty and I, we sat down and I couldn't sit down. I called him and it's just the truth is we just wanted it to be organic. So the energy we wanted was actually contrary to what people think Bunty is happy and jovial and yet
stop.
Bunty aggressive because people are still looking for clash. So
right.
The funny thing is we never the dub plate idea didn't come up until after sound check. And I saw that Kurt was being his DJ, and I'm like, Kurt, is a youth not going to ramp with this?
Right.
I called Killer and said, listen, man, Kurt being a DJ, and I know he's a clever, smart,
intelligent,
hungry. Hungry.
Right.
I know Kurt. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to ramp with Kurt because once Kurt started, and I was actually, honestly, but we didn't know. I don't know if Kurt knew. I don't know if Kurt knew I was playing, but
right.
I didn't know that Kurt was. So I was actually a little bit. Damn, I wish I left the studio before Kurt came because I didn't want Beanie to plan as well. I didn't want Kurt to go Beanie Richie D doing this. Let's plan. So because of that, I said, you know what? I told Killer, I said, listen, this is he didn't really watch the verses before, so he didn't have a clue what how it went down. So I told him, no matter what happened before, they advertise this as a clash. So we have to keep that in mind, and people are looking for
because there's a big rivalry between the both artists. There's always
not anymore.
Not anymore. We all know, in the 90s and so on.
Yeah, right. So I know the way it was advertised, the mindset of the people watching, Caribbean people are gonna Americans too, but and everybody else around the world knows that they are gonna go. They're expecting a hardcore thing. So I told him, yes, let's be personable, but at the same time, that passive aggressive. We have to be aggressive because they want that angry.
Right.
So after I saw Kurt, now I called him and I said, Killer, I have to do something different. I said, you're going to be your own DJ. So as in your own MC and your own DJ. So we have to treat it like a sound clash.
Right.
It is what it is. It's not a stage show, really. It's a sound clash. So
yes, it is.
Like, yo, we don't need. You think Beanie are gonna do that? We don't need to do that. Yo, and I said, beg you, just do two. Let's just have them just in case.
Right.
I know Kurt must have something up his sleeve.
Right.
I said he must have something up his sleeve. Worse him see me now, I just, So idea of the dub came the night before. As a matter of fact, I didn't think he was gonna do it because he was like, yo, well, just play some tune, man, and that what did it for. Then 7:00 the morning he called me and said, yo, I'm gonna wake up to 3:00 and the 2 dubbing up. I sent it to your email. So when I heard it, because he knew now Kurt was you guys didn't hear it, but he heard. He did the dub with Kurt naming it too.
Wow.
We didn't get down to that.
Kurt, what was it like for you to prepare for this? Come on, man. What was it like for you to prepare for this thing? How did your preparation go with Beenie Man?
It's kind of weird to hear how Richie described it because it was somewhat very similar on my side of the fence. And like Richie said, he did not know that I was gonna be the DJ, and I did not know either. I got a call. I think it was Wednesday.
Oh, same time.
I got a call Wednesday. And then I got a call from somebody overseas, I think, regarding to Versus TV for some strange reason.
Yes.
And to be fair, because I was doing my own thing where I wasn't really too know about it, you understand, but not in my brain, because my brain was not here. And then Blue called me. I'm like, this thing are real.
Real.
So, I said, all right. And I said, what do you want to do? And I said, well, we need to meet. So it was 2 nights of going through music.
And you have such a vast catalog of stuff.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I never even know because I did homework. I had to end up the homework. I did the 3 hours of homework on Bounty.
You serious?
Yeah, no joke.
You had to do homework on an artist who's
on Bounty. And I had to do this before I started to look into Moses music.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, shit. Rodney, just like Moses, have some songs where big outside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica don't play them. If you understand what I mean. You know it already.
Yes. I've always heard that when it comes to dancehall music, there are songs that resonate outside of Jamaica that aren't big in Jamaica. And vice versa, songs that are big in Jamaica that don't make it out.
In general, because most people have this concept saying that because it comes from Jamaica, it must hit in Jamaica. No. No, it don't normally works.
Right.
Understand? It's like not straight from the point, but it's like parties. You have some songs they can play in Jamaica, but they can't play them with Richie either. That does not work.
Right.
So we did that. And then now, someone said, "Who I play for Rodney?" And Blue, so me say, "Richie." Me say, "Richie who?" I said, "Richie."
Not Spice.
No, mine is like, what? Yo, the man, they're not idiot, you know. Nobody ramp with me, you know.
Right.
My exact words, and I'm not just singing because he's here. Me tell him, say, the man have intelligence, lock the man in a fool.
Right.
And it was so weird that because if you notice most of the verses thing, I'm assuming is at 2 different locations, so in the same space. And from the music start to play, to understand the presentation, he's playing one song and I'm playing one song, and it is we were complimenting each other, and at the end of it, I told him, like, you should have this more often, family.
Yeah.
It was really a breath of fresh air musically. We're talking about the early warm now. So sorry to move a little bit too fast, but I'm kind of excited still.
Everybody's excited. I mean, people here on Facebook.
So after I went through an extensive no sleep settings about Rodney's catalog. Then now here comes Moses catalog, right?
Right. And
So
here comes GD.
when I reach when I end up hold on, let me pull this up. When I end up reach 275 songs in a dog.
Whoa.
Beanie, you know. Then no, I have to make some calls to Washington to send me some other song now. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Rodney catalog is like Jesus Christ.
Yes, it is extensive.
I mean, come on. I know the man, I know music, but I had no idea that there's a certain set of songs out there. I was talking about like how much more 42. 42 songs.
Right.
You understand? We're big out there in the world. You know?
That's crazy. Now tell me something.
And remember, we're supposed to play 20 songs each. You know?
Now you'll win more than 20. But something I want to find out, right? Something a lot of people want to find out exactly what happened when the police came in. Because for me, when I was watching it, I thought it was staged.
Yeah,
I was like, no way the authority is going to come in on a moment like that.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, some things in life happen, and let us say bad things happen, right?
Yeah.
This was one of the moments that something bad happened, and it worked out in our favor.
Yes,
and that's the truth, because Richie and me did a vibe and a go on and thing, and then we just like
I couldn't believe it.
Body turn one time.
Everybody what?
What?
Everybody turned on the boat like
Okay.
So guess what happened though? Because when it was two officers who came in and they had on their mask. I know they make them stand. Well, in Jamaica, when a police taking stands, you know, say in the arms house, you not take no chat from nobody. See? So I saw that stance, and based on how the mask was on their face, to be honest, the presentation was not it was not a friendly look. Because even if they were smiling, we couldn't see it. The man was so serious.
That is true. You have on a mask.
Yeah. So we couldn't see if it was a joke, if them a pass through. So we only really managed to follow Beanie Man. I was on turn.
Evening Beanie.
Yeah.
It's the only words they said, you know. Evening Beanie.
That was the only words they said when they came
The
inside.
only words that came out of them was good evening Beanie. Why Beanie Man was before I'm talking.
Yeah, but I like how Beanie Man handled it. He was very diplomatic.
Perfect.
And the meme that came out from it.
Listen, this is Kurt. Jesus Christ, Rodney, don't get her, please. God,
you didn't want Bounty to get cross and angry.
Well, Bounty was cross and angry.
All right, tell me, Richard, what happened with Bounty Killer when the police came in?
So there's a running joke with my friends that both Bounty and myself must have had some kind of record why we came off the screen.
Yeah. They said that all you run.
Yeah, they said we ran.
Right.
Somebody said Kurt, but I didn't think Kurt left anyway. But the thing is, Bounty was extremely angry about it, because this is a moment that he eventually after studying and seeing what Versus really was, and he eventually knew that it was a huge deal for Jamaica.
Yes, it
huge
was.
deal, and for this to happen, I mean, I could see him soaking it in, and I'm watching him because I know he he'll get upset at that. That's something that I know for sure he'll be really upset, and I was watching him because I want him to keep him cool.
Right.
But he was upset, and then I'm sure if you listen carefully, you could hear him cussing. But the cops were actually focusing on him.
Oh, how far he was taken.
So I think this is the mature Bounty Killer. Because he was upset, but he tried to keep his cool, and he saw that it was really pissing him off. It was really upsetting him. and he walked away. And he went, there's a little, what do they call it? A little editing room or something. And he went in there and he was extremely mad. But he was still talking. And the cops I noticed that they were looking at him. So what I didn't want was the police to walk across the thing. I didn't want that. So I went over to him and I was like, Rodney, just remember, we have 500,000 people watching us. And I know you're upset. And he's like, yo, this is not supposed to happen. And blah, blah, blah. So I said,
he didn't say it like that, Richie.
Well, no, I don't
he didn't say it that way, but
we don't want you to say how he said it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say how he ran away, but
yeah,
you know. So I said right now 500 people are watching, you know. And then I saw that other people were talking to the cops, and then somebody said, yo, let's talk about it outside today. They went outside. So when he came back, he was still mad. And he was drinking wine. I was drinking rum. So his cup was empty, and he couldn't drink on the street. But I poured him a wine. I poured him a glass of wine, and I gave it to him. And I said, "Cheers, let's go mash this up." And he's like, then he kind of softened up, and he's like, "Yo," and he went back, and that's
what I noticed is that after that moment played out, the clash started off very mainstream, right?
It went hardcore.
And after that moment, that's when you play Kurt, I believe, played the Showtime instrumental. And
no, Kurt played Murder.
Okay.
Right.
That
was the second Beenie Man song.
Right, but what I liked was when the Showtime instrumental was played, and they actually went one for one.
Yeah.
You know,
wasn't
planned.
Planned.
That wasn't planned.
Nothing you saw on Saturday was planned. Not even Kurt and I played. At 6:40. Remember, it starts at 7. At 6:40, right about 6:30, 6:35, they told me Kurt left and said he's gonna come back. And they told me, Swiss wants you to play early. I played before from 6:45.
Right.
I guess they wanted the people to log on and build up.
Right.
So they said at 6:45. I look at the time. I'm like, Kurt is not here yet. So I guess I'm gonna have to do it. And then we had no idea. So at 6:42, I remember looking at the clock, at the watch, and Kurt walked in, and I just touched him and I said, "Yo, big man." I was fooling around playing some Dennis Brown and stuff before we went live. And I said, Kurt, they want us on to play. So he's like, really?
Right.
So it was, well, let's just go. Let's just you play one song and me play one song, and we just, feel the vibe or whatever vibe we feel with us.
Someone is saying on Facebook that was the best bashment never planned, or the best bashments are never planned.
Nothing was planned.
What I want to find out from you, Kurt, for you, what was the highlight of the night on Saturday for you? What moment stood out the most?
Wow, I had a few. To be honest, one of the major thing was the way how the music was presented.
Yes. In
terms of, we realized that this thing is not really. It was bigger than what a lot of people think it was. It represented Jamaica. It was an opportunity to showcase not only the talent but the catalog and speak about the history of the talents, including which is Rodney and more about their career, where it started, who did what, who come back and go back and do this, and even I appreciate, I love how both of them spoke about each other.
Yes,
right?
respectfully.
There was we know the history about these two guys. I mean, if take away the details of what we know, at the end of the day, if you take away all of that, these guys are sworn enemies, like like outside looking in, it's like Marshall and Bungie. You think they just hate each other,
right?
Yeah,
you understand what I mean? And to see these men, because it not take boy if you do what them do. It not take a boy to talk the way them talk about each other.
Right.
And me, I have a newfound respect for for both artists, musically, and them teach me something. What I got from it, you have to elevate yourself as a human being, as a person, or even as a DJ. You cannot continue doing what you start out doing because you're not going nowhere in life.
Right.
They went to stay right there, and their music taught me that. You understand?
Right. I was asking.
Other sweet spots talking about the musical collaboration between me and Richie very early. I mean, I did that for 3 hours straight.
The early juggling was real nice.
Yeah, man. A lot of comments was made about it. Versus Stevie hit me in the DM and say, yo, respect Ray, or the juggling, and you guys work well together, blah, blah, blah. You know, me give thanks. I really appreciate it because moments like these, to be honest, we are the guys in the foreground. And to see people take the time out to identify the small people then, because I'm going to say that we're not important. We're just pushing buttons. You know, we're just too youth to play music. And to see a lot of people acknowledge that and recognize that it actually means something to me.
Right. How was it for you, Richie D? What stood out for you the most on the night?
Well, very similar to what Kurt just said. The chemistry between me and Kurt was perfect. I mean, we're not DJs that at least I don't know if Kurt clashes, but I'm not a clash DJ. I'm a club DJ. I'm a party DJ.
Yeah.
And I know Kurt as a party DJ. And so I was actually happy, even though I was talking about worrying about what he was gonna plan, but I was actually happy to see that it was Kurt because professionalism is important, especially in this forum. You can't have. I mean, I wouldn't want, if I am out there looking in, I wouldn't want to have DJs, shouting, screaming, blah blah blah. Even though that's dancehall, we know that, but we still need to have a certain level of professionalism and thing. So that worked. That was pleasing to me. Again, their respect for each other, as in Bounty and Beanie, their respect for each other was another thing. They were gentlemen to each other.
Yes.
And they were courteous, and they complimented each other often enough. And they also they seem to me, which I was watching yesterday. I was watching it from your perspective. What it looked like.
Because I mean, when you're in it, it's different from us watching.
We can't see. I don't know if we can't see their facial expression and all these things. So I died laughing watching it. Right. We can't see them. But one of the things that they look like two brothers that they fight, but they still love each other in a sense. No. They still love each other in a sense. So it's like the part where they keep pushing each other out the way and think that it brought a whole lot of vibe. It brought a whole. As again, I use the word organic. It was all organic and there was nothing fake about it. I admired all of that.
When you look at the Showtime medley, that went down. That was like sweet. I mean,
and it was mixed.
Richie, I'd like to apologize because I realized that my hand was around your throat. No, wait, one last thing. The clever thing, and I thought it was Beanie, but then I watched it back. I saw when Kurt did it. When he played, because that remix that I played at the end was done the morning of. After Killer sent the job, after I had the idea the night before, and I said, you know what? What can we do that turn
out? I feel like
the morning when
that was weird. Listen, I only have about 3 more minutes inside of this segment here, but what I want to find out from you, right? Were you surprised at the amount of celebrities that were tuned in to this thing on Saturday? Because you had the likes of Ashanti, you had D-Nice, you had, Ludacris, you had all of, and they were just as hype as the Caribbean contingent that was watching it.
I wasn't surprised only because I watched when they posted the flyer. I watched all the comments and they were all blue checks. All of the comments was wow, Little John. They were all on there prior.
Verified.
It was all blues.
Verified. Yeah. Kurt, were you surprised?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I was actually busy doing other things, so I wasn't able to follow up because when I got the call, I got jumped straight in and just started to conceptualize this whole thing. So it was the night when it started out. Before we started, Swiss Beats call and we're showing the studio and the guy introduced him to me and like, okay. Yeah, so that made me realize that it wasn't a joke. And I'm not telling a lie still. It's one for Jamaica, it's one for the Caribbean. And
so you would say Jamaica won.
Yes.
Why I said this is the biggest one so far. If look at the numbers and if you use algorithms, right? Babyface and
Teddy Riley,
5 bills. Erykah Badu, what's your name there? 5 bills, right? But that is America, populous, millions of people, right? Now, if you're supposed to use algorithms and numbers now, and take little Jamaica and drop it in America, and use algorithm going to tell you that was like 6 million people in it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Right.
If you're supposed to go by square foot, square mile, triangle, this rectangular, this circle, this.
Yeah. The thing is, we're also streaming on YouTube, which I don't know who was streaming it now, but someday it was also on YouTube. That took away from what we're seeing on IG. Well,
it was not also on YouTube, on other platforms. So imagine if those platforms weren't available.
Yes.
IG would have crashed. Just like Twitter did.
No, I think after the battle with Teddy Riley and Babyface, IG went in the background and got their act together. That's just me, because it's after that. Remember that broke IG, that battle with Teddy Riley and that broke. They never saw those numbers before, But again, well, I got to wrap it up right now. It was nice speaking with both of you. I really liked, the world enjoyed what took place on Saturday night. And somebody's even here saying, reverse the hearses.
When I went that party, I was like,
Listen to me. Richie D, you did something correct when the person you're clashing against is also jumping at the same song that is dissing them.
The entire studio had Beenie Man's family. The entire studio had from Beenie Man's family. So everybody was like, It's like, yes.
Everybody there, we were fans of music. It was not one-sided. Yeah. When anybody did anything that was like we just give credit, brother. We just show the love.
Right.
Then I tell you that remix crashed on me at 4:00, meaning after I was finished. We went to the studio at 5. We had to get there at 5. Remix crashed on me at 4:00. Then when I pressed save, it crashed. And between 4 and 5, I had to redo it.
Wow.
Yes, but I had to do it.
Listen, that big I remix a lot. Kurt Riley knows this. I remix a lot. When I heard that, I got a headache. Like,
hold on, scratch. As Jack Ure said, never saw it coming.
No, but I didn't send the remix to Bounty Killer because I didn't want him to play it for anybody, because I didn't want anybody to get wind of it. And even if I only played it over the phone, and he's like, "Yo, do you think? Anything you say."
Anyway, it was a pleasure speaking with both of you. You can go back and get your rest right now, and
respect.
Big up on what you guys did on Saturday. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Yes, indeed. That was interesting. That was Kurt Riley and Richie D from Jamaica. Indeed, talking about the whole verses that took place on Saturday. boy, I feel I might just go and watch that all over again. Anyway, that was your morning trend. It came to the kind compliments of Rick's Cafe. Don't forget, on Rick's Cafe's menu, it's been reduced a bit, and their operating hours are now from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Takeaway services only. The last order has to be placed by 4:30.